Hello. Can somebody please confirm if I'm audible?
Yes, yes,
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, you are audible. Screen is
Uh,
visible.
yes.
okay, thank you so much for confirming.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess it's 8-3 now. Okay, so there are still, I can see like few people are still joining. Okay, so let them join. Uh, okay, okay, so very
Hello.
good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Yeah, someone was saying something. Yeah, okay, shall I start?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So thank you so much for joining today. Okay. So, my name is Aishwarya. I am one of the resources of Learnomate Technologies. Basically, we are a edtech company. We do run the software trainings. Okay, we have started with the Oracle database. We do have expertise into Oracle DBA. Along with that, we have expanded the domain with data science, data analyst, data engineer, AWS, DevOps. These kind of trainings we have started. And for the one of those trainings, you guys have joined this demo. Okay, so let me give you a quick introduction of our trainer. Our trainer name is Saidul Sheikh. He has more than 10 plus years of experience. He has real-time experience. Along with that, he has experience into training. And he'll be guiding you all with the data engineering from the basics to advanced. He'll be explaining you all in the demo. Saidul sir, are you there?
Yes, yes, Aishwarya, I'm here. Yeah,
Okay, okay. So you may proceed with the session now.
sure, sure. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much all. Thank you.
Thank you for that. So, hello everyone. Hope you all can hear me. Can you guys confirm once?
Yes.
Yes, right. So, can all people say hi? So, let us just hear it out.
Hi, sir.
Hi everyone.
Hi,
Hello,
Good
hello,
sir.
sir.
evening.
Hi, sir. Hi,
Good
sir.
evening, guys.
Hi.
Hello everyone. That's great.
Hi.
Thanks for confirming. So just to cheer you up for the first demo session that we are having it for the data engineering with the Google Cloud platform with and Azure also. Here we are going to cover two cloud platforms which are going to make you get into a very good dream job, right? So many people are already aware of it that cloud is the future. So our main focus is to enter into the data engineering because data engineering is a foundation, right? So let us focus on what is this data engineering and why it is very much in the form nowadays and why it is very much trending, and what is this Google Cloud platform and what is this Azure Cloud platform. Let us try to understand. So if I wanted to talk about the agenda for the today's session, I'm going to tell you that what is data engineering and what is the role of a data engineer and what are the key roles and responsibilities of a data engineer. Let us try to understand that first, and after that I'm going to talk about the cloud overview. When it comes to the cloud, I'm going to talk about the Google Cloud platform as well as Azure Cloud platform overview, and benefits of using the cloud also I'm going to talk about it. And after that, as a third point, I would like to tell you a detailed course curriculum that we are going to cover for the next 3 months. So this is a course of 3 months. For next 3 months, what is the course curriculum? What are the cloud things that we are going to cover? What are the data engineering tools that we are going to cover? We will see in a very detailed way. And finally, I will also talk about the course details. When I say course details, some people will be having a doubt, sir, what are the timings? Sir, are you guys providing you the notes or material? Sir, is the sessions are recorded or not? Such a kind of a questions you are going to getting clarified by the end of the session, guys. So please be with me for the next 1 hour. You can think of like a movie, and for next 1 hour please be patient so that you cannot understand everything in 10-15 minutes, right? So if you wanted to take a proper decision for the next 10 years, so you can start it from this today, because data engineering is the future, cloud platforms are a future. When you're combining both of them, you can create an entire career out of it, I would say, right? So And I will also have few things. I would like to tell about me that my name is Sheikh Saidul. Some people might have aware of it. Most of the people does not know about me. That let me gonna introduce myself, guys. That my name is Sheikh Saidul. I'm a solution architect at Quantech, currently working as a full-time solution architect at Quantech, and I'm also a consultant at Databricks now. So I'm working at two places. You can think of like that, and Quantech as a full-time consultant at Databricks. And I've completed my master's degree from NIT Trichy, and I do have more than 9 years of experience. That was eight. That was for the last year. I do have more than 9 years of experience into the data and AI field also. And coming to the certifications, I am certified in the GCP, certified in the Azure, certified in the Databricks, Python, Terraform, and many more. Okay, so these are the certifications of mine. So this is all about me, guys. I hope you guys getting that. My name is Sheikh Saidul. Hereafter, if you wanted to call me, you can call me Sheikh Saidul itself directly. You don't need to call me sir also, and don't make me old. Okay, so that is what. And so we will understand what is data engineering first. We will understand what is data engineering first, right? So before we enter into the data engineering, tell me, guys, what is data? What do you think about data? And what comes into your mind when I say a data? Can you guys confirm what is data?
Collection of information.
Perfect. Collection of information. Yes. Any other? Any other answers?
Yeah, actually, if we talk about data, means in normal regular terms, so what we are talking about, everything near about
Perfect. So
maintaining
everything is a data
data.
only, a collection of information, whether it could be a structured or a semi-structured, whatever it is, right? Anything. So, for example, sir, I am a human, but to the internet, I'm just a details. I'm just a information, right? My name is this thing, and this is my Aadhaar card. That's an again information. This is my PAN number. This is my bank account number. So this is the entire thing. We call it as a information, nothing but a data. So any information that is relevant to some business, we usually call it as a data, right? So now, sir, what is this data engineering? What we are going to do? Okay, for example, think like this one. You wake up in the morning and you wanted to order a breakfast or order a brunch or anything, right? What do? You just go to any of the application. You just go to one of the application, maybe the Zomato or the Swiggy or any application. You try to interact with an application and you try to do a transaction to place some kind of an order, right? You try to place some kind of an order so that some product gets delivered. So what you are trying to do, you are trying to interact with an application. So the moment you try to interact with an application, that's where the data getting generated. Not only a Swiggy, not only a Zomato, you go to Uber, you go to Amazon, you go to Flipkart. The moment you are interacting with any applications, right, they're getting a data generated. Similarly, there can be a data that is coming from some file format. For example, if you go for a medical forms or if you go for a production forms, they don't use the laptops much, but they try to enter the information in the form of a flat files, right? There can be a CSV file, JSON file. They enter the data in the form of a file formats. That means you are again having the data that is in the form of a file formats, right? Similarly, you can also have a data that is coming from some database. For example, if you go to some bank, a banking data is stored in some database. A manufacturing data is stored in manufacturing database. A healthcare data is stored in the healthcare database. So again, you are having a data that is coming from a databases also. Either it could be a SQL Server database or a MySQL database or any other database you can think of. And again, there comes a data also coming from some IoT devices. You can think of a IoT. IoT is nothing but the Internet of Things, right? So, for example, nowadays you are buying a car. The moment you buy a car, there are many things which are automated in terms of, right? So, in terms of battery readings, right? What usually happens if your battery is going above some level, there gets an email to your phone number saying that your battery needs a service. So how come they are doing it? Everything is via sensor. IoT is nothing but a sensor devices. So you have a plenty of sensors in your home nowadays, in your car. So you are getting a lot of data that is coming from some IoT devices or a sensor devices. So what I'm trying to say is that, so you are getting a data from these multiple data sources. So you are getting the data that is coming from some application. You're getting a data from some file format. You're getting a data from a database. You're getting a data from some IoT devices or a sensor devices. Sir, what is up with this data? Tell me. Sir, I have a lot of data. I have a lot of data now. With me, I have a lot of data that is coming from these many data sources. So what the business will do is that, or what the business will think is that, if you try to understand this data, if you try to understand this data, this understanding or analysis will give you some kind of a insights, or some kind of a information, or some kind of a ideas to improve your business, to improve your business. So what is the end goal of any business, guys? If you are starting a one business, what is the end goal for your business? What is the main thing that you wanted to do? If you are starting some business, what is the something that you wanted to do? We wanted to improve our business. That is what, day by day I wanted to increase my business. That is what I think. The same thing goes for most of the companies. There are millions, trillions of the companies are there over the world. So every company wanted to increase their business or improve their business day by day. Okay, if they wanted to improve their business, what data engineering says is that you try to understand your data first. You have a data that is there from the business already. You try to understand the data, and the moment you understand the data, it gives you some kind of a insights. It gives you some kind of a insights, and these insights are very useful for your business improvement. I would like to give a one real world example. Nowadays, you guys are seeing the Flipkart Big Billion Days, right? Or Amazon live sales. Do you know how they got that idea? Do you guys think about it at any time? Why, how, or why they are doing such kind of a things? This is purely to improve the customer count. They wanted to increase the customer count, and they wanted to increase the customer sales. So what they do, they understand the data, and they got to know that the sales were very less during the October November period. The sales were very less October, November, December, because this is a year end. And whatever the stock that they have created, they have to sold in within that year. Because if some car is created in the 2024, is manufactured in the 2024, no one is ready to buy that in the 2025. Similarly, a shirt or a pant or anything, if they have manufactured in some year, then no one wanted to buy it in the next year. So what they do, so they got to know that the October, November, and December is a dry period. They wanted to increase the sales. How did they get to know? This is again coming from the data only. They understand the data. And that data gives them the insight saying that in the October, November, the sales were very, very, very less. And now what they come up with, they started one of the tactic, that is Flipkart Big Billion Days. Right? Flipkart Big Billion Days. The moment they say Flipkart Big Billion Days, people think that there's a huge discounts on each product. There's a huge discount on each product. So that's where people are very much interested in buying a lot of things, even though they don't need it also, because it is coming for a less fare, they're actually buying it. So that's where it is one of the tactic to increase the customer count, improve the sales. So that is one of the thing that comes from the data engineering only. That kind of ideology or insight comes from the data engineering only. So when you have a lot of data, when you analyze it or understand it properly, it gives you some kind of a insights. And these insights are very useful for the business improvement. Such a kind of an idea is a Flipkart Big Billion Days and Amazon live sales. Okay, so now you guys are understanding that data engineering is more of a understanding the data, or analyzing the data and processing the data. Sir, is it this much simple? Sir, is it this much simple? Sir, this is an idea. Sir, if for understanding only you have told me. Sir, can you tell me the real time activities that we do in the data engineering? If you ask me, sir, this is to make you understand, but the moment the data you got it, if you wanted to understand it or if you wanted to analyze it, you need to have the data in a single location. You need to store the data in a single location. So that is what we usually call it as a data lake. Assume that, sir, this application may be running in some location. These files are coming from some server. This database is running in some other environment. These IoT devices are coming from some other device. So this is a data that is coming from the multiple data sources. You may have an application that is coming from some other location, a file coming from some other server, a database coming from some a different environment. You do not have this data. Sir, I wanted to analyze the data, but the data is not there in a single location. So what is a data engineer's first activity is that you pull the data, you extract the data, and you store it into a single location called a data lake. We usually call it as a data lake, right? So a data lake where the entire raw data is stored in a single location is usually called as a data lake. Now, sir, this is coming from different locations and servers. We have extracted the data and we are storing it here in a single location, sir, data lake. Sir, can I directly go for the analysis now? Or can I directly go for the understanding the data or analysis? Sir, can we go? Can anyone comment on this one? Can I directly go for the analysis on top of this data, which we have extracted from the different sources? Can we directly
No,
go for the analysis?
no, we can't.
Now,
We need
tell me
No, we
why.
can.
Now, tell me why we can't go for the analysis, please.
because we need to if there is any enrichment or if there is any
Perfect.
logic, we need to add. First, we need to enrich the data and analyze. Then we can go for analysis.
Correct. So the problem here is, or the understanding that we need to have as a data engineer is that, sir, this is a data that is coming from these multiple data sources, and this data may have a plenty of issues. This is a raw data. This is a data that is coming from the multiple applications or a files or a databases or IoT. You need to ensure that this data is correct, and you need to ensure that this data does not have any issues. Sir, what kind of a data issues we can have? If you ask me, sometimes the data can be duplicates. Sometimes this data may have a duplicates. Sometimes the data may have some kind of a null values. Sometimes the data may have a additional things which we don't require it. So the data may have a plenty of the problems which you are extracting it from the raw, right? An application or anything, this data may have a issues, right? So when you have an issues, can we directly go for the analysis? If we have issues, you can go for the analysis, but eventually it does not help you to improve the business. It does not help you to improve the business because your data itself it is inaccurate. Then how come you get a proper results? So that is the reason what data engineers thought about is that they wanted to process the data. What they say, so you have a lot of problem with the data. It could be a duplicates, it could be a null values, unnecessary columns or unnecessary rows or unnecessary items, plenty of the maybe some different characters are there, the symbols are there which we cannot use it. And because of that particular data, we cannot directly go for the analysis. What they say is that you process the data. You process the data. That means you remove the duplicates, you remove the null values, you remove the unnecessary data, you try to add some kind of a value to the data. You try to add some kind of a value to the data, and this value will be very useful in the next step for you to analyze the data. So here you are going to process the data. Here you are going to process the data. So the moment you are processing the data, you are trying to add some kind of a value to the data. You are adding some kind of a value to the data by removing the duplicates, null values, and adding the additional removing columns, as well as some kind of a unnecessary rows or unnecessary symbols out of it. So that is what we call as a data enrichment or data preparation or a data value addition process. So that's usually in the simple words we call it as a data processing. So once you process the data, sir, now I have a source. I store the data in a single location. I process it. Now tell me, guys, what I can do. This data is free of issues. So now we can go for the analysis. In a data warehouse, we usually go for the analysis, guys. Usually in the data warehouse, we go for analysis with the help of a simple language called SQL. With a simple language called SQL, we usually go for the analysis. Right? So you create some kind of a tables. Sir, what is mean by analysis? People will be having a doubt. Sir, what is mean by analysis? It could be like this. So someone wanted to find a top product which is having a highest sales. So you are running a business, for example, Amazon or a Flipkart. In a Flipkart business manager wanted to understand that what is the product that is sold many times or many units. They wanted to understand. That is common, right? So that if it is selling a lot, we need to have a lot of inventory. Otherwise, there will be a problem. There will be a loss in the business. So if something is selling all the time, you need to put a lot of inventory for that. So the business manager wanted to understand what is the top 5 products which are selling high, or what is the sales trend today compared to the yesterday. Which are the products which are down? I mean, what are the products users are not very much interested in, right? So if someone is not very much interested in buying it, why we need to have a business with such a kind of a vendors, right? So such a kind of a analysis that they wanted to do it, like top 3 products or top 3 sales or top 3 units or top 3 or whatever it is. So you do some kind of analysis and you create a table here. You create a table or a report here. So these analysis tables are very much important for the downstream, such as the sink. We usually call it as a sink or downstream, that has Power BI. What in the Power BI they do, right? So you have a data in the form of a table. So no one wanted to look at the data in the form of a table. They try to create some kind of a dashboards or reports. They try to create some kind of a dashboards or reports and those things. And by using this data, there can be a machine learning engineer which creates a machine learning model out of it, or there can be a data scientist who will be using this data for finding the future trends, or there can be a group or a business group who is utilizing this data to take a proper decision for the business, right? So you are getting the data from the multiple data sources, you're storing it, you're processing it, you're analyzing it, you're sending the data to the BI, ML, DS, and business groups. Sir, is this data engineering? No. Because you are working with a lot of data, one of the important aspect is that you need to ensure that their data is accurate and complete throughout the platform. So that's the reason there is one of the important concept, that is data governance and monitoring. Data governance and monitoring, what it will say is that when you are moving the data from here to here, here to here, here to here, here to here, data should be complete and accurate. Complete and accurate. So if I have 100 records, it should be 100 only here, 100 only here. If it is lesser, that's where you are going to find it out in the data governance. And these are all pipelines, because we as a data engineers or all the software developers are very lazy. They don't want to do the things manually, because even though they wanted to do the things manually, it is not possible, because you're not dealing with 10 records or 15 records. Millions, trillions, billions of the records every day is coming. So you can't manually process the data, you can't manually analyze this data. So that is the reason we create an end-to-end pipelines which will move the data. So you need to monitor those pipelines also. You need to create those pipelines, monitor those pipelines, take care of the data governance, data extraction, data lake, data processing, data warehousing. So this is, if you take care of all of these things, that is what I call it as a data engineering, sir. That is what I call it as a data engineering. I hope I tried to give you a lot of information in a simple words. So this is what is data engineering in a simple words. There's a data that is coming from the multiple data sources for any business. You extract the data, you store the data, you process the data, you analyze the data, and you send this data to the multiple downstreams, and you also make sure the data is accurate and complete throughout the platform so that one can get the accurate results. So this is what is data engineering. You can see here in a definition, I am telling you the same thing here. Data engineering is a process of collecting the data, organizing the data, preparing the large amounts of the data so that it can be easily used and analyzed. Is a process of collecting the data, organizing the data, preparing the large amounts of the data for the easily used and analyzed. During this process, we may have to design a different systems or a infrastructure or a pipelines so that it can automatically capture the data, store the data and process. Because as I told you, we wanted to automate the things. In our upcoming sessions also we more focus on, because no one is going to work on manually. You work on manually for 1 day and next 7 days you think you automate everything, because you are not getting one records or 100 records, you get millions trillions of the record in a business every day. So you need to create an automated system which would capture the things, store the things, process the things and analyze the things efficiently and cost effectively. So this is what is data engineering. I hope you guys are getting some point. Tell me guys if anyone have any questions on the data engineering, please. We will talk about the Google Cloud and Azure in the next few minutes. If you have any questions on the data engineering, please stick to the point, please. I see a few of the people putting a questions in the chat also. Yes, data is nothing but a collection of information. Business analyst, data engineering, data scientist, database administrator. The name itself it is saying the distinction, right? So you don't need to see. Business analyst will take care of the business analytics. Data analyst will take care of the data analysis. Data engineer is a foundation. Okay, data engineer is a foundation, guys. Now you people are thinking about a data analytics, data scientist, machine learning engineer, but at first data engineering is a foundation. If I say this is where the data engineering, inside the data engineering you have all the things here, like business analysis, data analytics, machine learning, and everything comes under here. Now, so this data engineering is a foundation, there's a data engineer is there. But now machine learning become a separate entity, there is a machine learning engineer. There is a data scientist, there is a data scientist. But all of this actually comes under the data engineering only. Okay, so data engineering a foundation, it was there 30 years before, data engineering will be there for next 30 years, after 30 years also. Okay, this ML and DS came now and they will go, we're not sure about it, but data engineering is a foundation. Without processing the data, without collecting the data, without analyzing the data, no one can work on the data analytics. Data analytics engineer cannot work on it, BI engineer cannot visualize the data, and the data scientist cannot find the future trends, right? So anything requires a data engineering team has to be there. In a data engineering team, at least 5 to 10 people will be there. But in a machine learning, only 1 or 2 machine learning will be there, DS 1 or 2 will be there, BI 1 or 2 will be there. But a data engineering team, at least 5 to 10 members will be there in a team. So you can focus on the where the more vacancies are there than the lesser one. Okay, so that is something that you can think of.
Is
Yes.
data visualization the part of data
Huh.
engineering, or
Earlier, so what is happening here is that, so data visualization also comes under the data engineering, but nowadays people say that this is a BI engineer, so a separate BI engineer will take care of it. machine learning engineer, a data scientist. So this is different. Now you mainly focus on the data processing and the data analysis sometimes, and you also do the data ingestion, data extraction, and data governance, and many other activities are there. I'll show you. You can see here a role of a data engineer, guys. In a role of a data engineer, you will work on daily on the data ingestion, data storage and management, data processing, data quality and governance, data pipeline creation end to end, performance optimization, monitoring and maintenance. So it is not that a data engineer has to work on all of these activities, but you must know all of these things, because according to the requirement in the project, you may given any of these things, so that you need to be comfortable working on all of these things. So a data engineer may work on the data ingestion, data storage, processing, quality, governance, and data pipelines. While working on these things, they may use different tools. They may use different
Hello.
languages. They may use different frameworks also. Yes,
Yes,
please.
sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
when it comes to data pipeline, yes,
Yes.
when it comes to data pipeline, we should know about the DevOps related things, or like
No. Data
how it will
pipelines
be.
is different. CI/CD pipelines is different. Okay. So CI/CD pipelines, DevOps engineer is going to do. Data pipelines, as a data engineer, you are going to create them. Okay. You are going to create them. Yeah.
Sir, what is data pipeline?
Sorry.
So
What is data
we should
pipeline?
not. So
DevOps team is something that, see, sometimes you need some kind of a machine, or sometimes you need an access, or admin related activities, or infrastructure related activities, right? So there is always an infrastructure team. Nowadays, a trending name is a DevOps team. A DevOps engineer will take care of the, operations. When I say on operations, infrastructure related or admin related activities, access control, and creating an infrastructure for you. Okay, but on
But
top of this infrastructure, you are going to create the pipelines. Yeah.
sir,
Sir, sir,
and
I
data
have
engineering
a
is totally
Yes,
opposite,
please.
na? DevOps field was totally opposite, and data engineering field totally opposite. So, what is data pipeline? How to convert and how to
No, we will be
have the
creating.
data
See,
pipeline?
don't try to think that we are going to get everything today itself. We are just beginning the course. That's the reason I have told you guys, this is a trailer. Okay, the movie is of 3 months. Okay, there's a movie for 3 months. We are going to see. Now this is just a trailer for today to let you know that what we are going to cover.
Sir,
Right. So, yeah.
very small question, sir, regarding data lake. You
Yes.
said that all the data will be
Yes.
accumulated in the data lake.
Correct.
So, but like the data lake itself, is it just a concept, or there is some tool for it?
There's a
Some
tool, it's a
data.
concept. Data lake is a concept. For that one,
Hmm.
you have a different tools.
Right.
GCS, for example, Google Cloud Storage, and ADLS, Azure Data Lake Storage System. In AWS, you have AS3. So these are the different tools. Data lake is a concept. For
Okay.
that, you have an example, different tools are there. Yes.
Okay. And what about something like data fabric, sir? Like when you
Data,
are,
yes.
yeah.
Data fabric is something, an end-to-end environment which recently that the Microsoft come up with, but still
Okay.
most of the things are in a preview. Yeah.
Okay. So,
That's
sir,
the
why
reason.
I'm asking
Hello,
is, sir,
sir.
because there
Yeah.
is this thing about Oracle Cloud also. That
Huh.
Oracle Cloud platform also offers the same.
Correct. Correct. It's like
Thing.
this, guys. It's like this. You go to a supermarket, you wanted to buy a chocolate. Tell me how many different varieties of the chocolates available in a supermarket.
Yeah, sir. So, how do you like? So, what I'm saying is, will you cover this in the course like a different, just a comparison whether Azure is good or GCP is which is better, and what? How to take the decision?
Huh. Think like this, guys. See, our main agenda. See, the trend is too much changing every day by day, and year by year. You can think of that almost nowadays. The companies in a project, if you see, this we usually nowadays calling as a multi-cloud projects. Okay, multi-cloud projects, that means if a person already having a multi-cloud knowledge, they are actually recruiting it. Okay, so if you have a Google Cloud knowledge plus Azure Cloud knowledge, which makes your job, getting the job is very simple, because most of the project nowadays are moving to the multi-cloud. So you come an era from the on premises, so you are working in a traditional model. Now after that you are in the cloud, any of the cloud, AWS, Azure, and GCP. Now we are moving towards the multi-cloud era. In a multi-cloud era, where in a project you are using multiple cloud platforms. So either if you are focusing, so my main motto is that if there is a requirement for the GCP, you should be able to go and crack it. If there is an opportunity for the Azure, you should be able to crack it. If they are looking for both, you should be able to crack it. That is what is the main motto of the course, because there are plenty of opportunities for the GCP and Azure for a data engineering at present. Compared to the AWS, also data engineering is very famous at Azure and GCP. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yep.
Hello.
Yes, please.
May I know where we can use multi-cloud in a data engineer? Give me a
See, for
simple one
example,
example.
yeah, for
Yeah.
example, you wanted to store the data, right? If you
Okay.
wanted to store the data, if you go to the Google Cloud Platform, you can store GCS.
Okay.
Okay, sir, I wanted to create some kind of a ADF pipeline. So for orchestration purpose, nowadays people are using the ADF, Azure Data Factory. Right, sir, I wanted to use the data processing. People are using the Databricks. Right, so plenty of different tools. This is from the Google Cloud. I can use the Databricks in the GCP as well as Azure also, and ADF is related to the Azure. So there comes a requirement that people are looking towards a multiple cloud platforms, where one tool from one cloud and another tool from another cloud. It's like this one, right? So one of the product in that particular cloud is very good, so that we wanted to use it, right? So ADF is very good from the Azure, we will use it, and Databricks is very good, I'll use it. Again, similarly, BigQuery is very good from the GCP, I'll use it. So such kind of a mindset came into the projects, and mindset came into the developers or managers. So that's the reason every day there is an advancement, I would say. The technology is moving towards a multi-cloud, and after that you are also seeing a lot of things in that. Next thing could also go up to the different layers also. A different tools and sets also comes into the picture. Yeah.
Sir, will
Yes,
you
please.
Hello,
cover
I have a
Databricks
doubt.
end to end?
Sorry.
Will you cover Databricks end to end
Of
in
course.
this?
So I'll talk about the course
Hello,
curriculum. Yes, I'll talk about the
hello,
course
am I?
curriculum, and
Okay,
I'll
sir.
tell you about all the things. Yes, please.
Hel
So whoever
hello,
is
sir. I have
wanted
a
to
doubt.
ask the question,
Hello,
right? So please raise your hand.
hello,
Right,
hello.
I
Am
am
I
hearing
audible?
you. You are audible, Maurya.
Hello.
So do one thing, guys. You are audible.
Oh,
Sorry.
yes, sir. Sir, I have a doubt. I have a question regarding projects.
I'll give you the time. Okay, I'll give you that time to ask you. Let's do one thing. So,
Okay,
because multiple people are asking the question, some people starting or some people not able to start. Let's do a simple thing, that let us raise a hand, right? So if I raise a hand, I'll give you a time. So I'll say Maurya, you can talk your question, right? So that's how we will do it. If anyone having any question, please raise your hand. There's a simple raise hand button in your Zoom, right? Just click on that, right? Just click on that. Okay. So let's do it. Let's go with Maurya now. Yes, Maurya, you have any question?
yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, I have a doubt regarding projects. When we will be going to start the projects regarding data engineering within
Let's
a course
so for
motivation
that
or
one,
after the
let's
course?
for that one, what I wanted to do is that I wanted to tell you a detailed course curriculum, guys, first. I
Okay,
wanted to tell you a detailed course curriculum. You only tell me whether whatever you are looking at it in terms of a projects or in terms of a case studies, in terms of a concept, whether that is covering or not. Let us see. Okay. So let's go into
okay,
the course curriculum and let us see, guys. Okay. Let's go into the course curriculum. So where is that? Yeah, here it. Oh no, no, no. I think I might have moved it. Okay, let me gonna show you guys. I think I'll show you a detailed course curriculum so that everyone will be comfortable understanding it. Okay. So I have designed my course in such a way that there are two parts of it. Okay. There are two parts of it. Maybe I'll try to open the paint and I'll try to explain it that first. So I have designed our course in such a way that there are two parts, guys. Okay. So one is cloud. I would say cloud. One is Azure and one is GCP. So one is GCP, One is Azure. Just to make you get a lot of opportunities. When you are learning only one cloud, few of opportunities will be there. If you are opening a one more cloud, that means few more opportunities will open. That means you are opening a different door. So that multiple opportunities, some of opportunities here, some of the opportunities here. So that it makes you a demand, right? There's a demand for these things. So you have a two things. So we have designed our course in two parts. One is Google Cloud Platform and the other one is Azure Cloud Platform. In the Google Cloud, I have divided this GCP into two things. One is cloud basics. One is cloud basics. And the second one is data engineering tools, DE tools. So two aspects are there here also. Okay, one is cloud basics and the second one is DE tools. Similarly, the same thing goes for the Azure also, because that is also cloud platform. You can see here the same thing is here also. Okay, so this is how. So if I look at the cloud, first we are going to start with the Google Cloud Platform. First we will start about the cloud basics, then we enter into the data engineering tools. Similarly, then once the GCP is done, we enter into the Azure and we cover the cloud basics and data engineering tools. Sir, what are these cloud basics that we are going to learn? What are these data engineering tools that we are going to learn? Let me gonna tell you one by one. Okay, the very first thing, when it comes to the GCP cloud basics, we are going to understand the cloud overview. In this one, I am going to tell you why we need the cloud platform. Why we need the cloud platform. And what is the difference between the on-premises versus cloud platforms. So I want you guys to understand that what is the cloud and how people were working before 10 years, how in the data engineers currently working. I wanted to tell you guys, then you will appreciate the technology of the cloud. Then after that I will enter into the GCP introduction, why we have to learn the GCP only, opportunities and certifications. So this is our second module. In the second module, what is Google Cloud Platform, the introduction, why we have to learn the GCP, opportunities are how the opportunities are there, how the certifications are there, what certification we can do if we wanted to. And the next module is GCP interfaces. Sir, I am a data engineer, I wanted to work with the GCP, so what are the interface methods are there that we need to learn? So there is a console, there's a cloud shell, there's a cloud SDK. So there are three interface methods are there. One is console, cloud shell, and SDK. And the fourth module, console walkthrough. Here I am going to tell you, sir, people will be having a doubt that, sir, you are telling everything, but where we can learn these things, where we can practice these things. So don't worry about it. I am going to tell you in Google Cloud Platform how to set up a free account. How to set up a free account, and this account is worth of $300. Sorry, this account is worth of, yeah, this account is worth of $300 and the validity is 90 days. I will tell you, you don't need anything. Hardly you need 2 rupees to do this activity. 2 rupees only. If you have a 2 rupees, I will tell you how you can able to set up this account. Free tier account, guys. Nothing to be expected from you. Okay. So this is something. So after that, we will see what is, how do we set up a project and what is a project and what is building and how do we enable the APIs and all of those things also we will see. Okay, so the fourth module is console walkthrough. Please pay attention to the course curriculum. It's easy when I'm telling it. If you wanted to look at the robust course curriculum, it takes a lot of time for you to understand. So that's the reason I'm streamlining the process for you guys. So console walkthrough, free tier account, project setup and enable. And the fifth module is GCP locations. So there is a regions, there is a locations, there is a zones and selection criteria and importance. So what is this GCP locations? What is region? What is zone? What is select? How do we select a region or zone for the resources? And what is the importance if you don't select it? So that is also we are going to cover. And the sixth module, IAM and admin. What are the identities? What are the roles? How do we provide an access to the identity via role? What is a policy? What is a resource hierarchy? We are going to understand these things also. So these are the cloud basics, guys. Total 6 modules are there. So this is GCP. In the GCP cloud basics, we have total 6 modules are there. Okay, and after that, we enter into the data engineering tools now, right? So as per our plan, you can see here now, sir, we have completed this one, right? Now we will enter into the cloud basics is done. Now we will enter into the data engineering tools. So in a data engineering, sir, tell me guys, how many different categories of the data we have it? Tell me how many different categories of the data we have?
Structured
Both
data,
structured
unstructured
and
data,
unstructured.
semi-structured data.
Perfect, right? So that means, so you need a one tool to process the structured data. You need some kind of a tool to process the different varieties of the data, right? So that is the reason to process the unstructured data and semi-structured data and structured data, we have different tools. For unstructured data, you have a GCS, Google Cloud Storage, we usually call. Semi-structured data, two types of systems are there, OLTP and OLAP. We are going to understand what is OLTP, what is OLAP in our upcoming sessions when we are covering the big table. And big table is just to let you know, guys, big table is we are not going to cover fully because this is not nowadays people are using it. Okay. And the next one is OLTP in structured. Cloud SQL, very famous tool, very important tool. Similarly, OLAP, that is BigQuery. Almost if you get a job in the data engineering with the GCP, 70% of your time is spent on the BigQuery only. 70% of your time as a data engineer you will be spending on the BigQuery if you're getting a job as a GCP data engineer, right? So these are the 4 tools. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 data engineering tools for only data related, data storage and database. See, these are comes under the storage and database. Next one, sir, I wanted to create the data pipelines. So if one wanted to create the Spark and Hadoop pipelines, we are going to learn about the data proc. That is Spark with Python. We are going to learn data proc. We are going to learn about the data proc for creating the Spark and Hadoop pipelines. Sir, I wanted to create the Beam pipelines. We are going to learn about the data flow. And sir, there's a code-free environment. If one wanted to create the data pipelines, that is nothing but your data fusion. That is also we are covering. And there is a one more service, workflow orchestration tool. People usually call it as a Airflow. Airflow or Composer, same names. Okay, different names but same work. So you have a workflow orchestration tool. People also call it as, some people call it as a Airflow, some people call it as a Composer. Both are same. Workflow orchestration tool to orchestrate your pipelines. Airflow we are learning. And we are also learning about the lakehouse architecture that is called as Databricks. We are also covering that. And the next thing, so here again, if you look at it here, so again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again here data pipeline creations, we are learning 5. And for working with the streaming data pipelines, we are learning about the PubSub. Event-based solution, cloud functions. A complementary topic I am going to give you, that is Terraform. So again, if you guys have any questions, I will give you the time, guys. I just wanted to tell you the course overview one by one, because if I start giving you the time, so it will be little bit confusion, right? So I will try to talk about the course curriculum properly, each and every concept that we are covering. Then we will come back to the questions. Okay. So here, streaming data ingestion 1, event-based solution 2, and Terraform 3. Terraform is a complementary topic. Again here 3. Where is my mouse? Guys, my mouse is stuck. Yeah, here it is. So here it is 3. So tell me, guys, if you look at it here 5, and here it is 4, and here it is 3. So total how many? 5 plus 4 plus 3. 3 plus 4 plus 5. That many data engineering tools, right? So 3 plus 4 plus 5. Total 12 data engineering tools we are covering. In addition to this one, people are asking me that, sir, as a data engineer, do we need to learn the Linux basics? Yes. Some Linux basics you need to have it, we are covering. Python crash course. You as a data engineer, you must have a Python knowledge. We are covering the Python crash course. PySpark, we are going to learn about the PySpark. We are going to learn about the Apache Beam. So, in addition to the cloud basics, data engineering tools, so these are the programming, I would say programming concepts such as the Linux basics, Python, PySpark, Apache Beam. So these are also we are covering. So this is all about the course curriculum for the GCP. Okay, so while we are here, I wanted to talk about one thing. While we are here, so I would like to show you my dedicated notes for each and everything so that you guys get. So if I wanted to look at the course curriculum, sir, I think let me show you the course curriculum, guys, once. So I think you might have got the course curriculum also. Okay, but let me gonna show you once. One minute. Somewhere I have it. Oh, here it is. I'm opening it, guys. So here it is. So this is our course curriculum. So you can see we already know that Learnomate. So many things are, guys, if you look at it here, the same thing which I'm telling you in a detail, you have it here. Module 1, introduction, GCP interfaces, GCP IAM and admin, GCP locations, module 4, module 5, Linux basics, Python crash course. And after that, Google Cloud Storage, Cloud SQL, and BigQuery, and Dataproc. So many things are there if one wanted to see a detailed, but I would like to show you my notes. So this is the same course content I am telling you for the GCP, guys. So this is a cloud basics introduction. Our notes is properly designed for you. So this is GCP introduction. We are going to cover what is GCP introduction here. And after that, GCP interfaces. We have console, Cloud Shell, Cloud SDK. What are these things? And GCP walkthrough, console walkthrough. How do we create a free tier account? And how to set up the project, building, APIs, console, what is Cloud Shell, how do we interact with the different services? GCP locations, what is region, what is zone, selection criteria and importance. GCP IAM and admin concepts. What is GCP IAM? What are the roles? What are the identities? What are the permissions, policies, resource hierarchy, and everything we are covering here? What is service account also? And how do we create a free tier account in the GCP? Here we have it. How to create a free tier account in the GCP? What is a prerequisite? We are going to see. And how do we work with SDK installation? Linux basics, basic Linux. I'm going to cover this one also. All the things we are going to cover lively from the next, maybe on Monday or something like that. We are planning. Now, data engineering tools. What is Google Cloud Storage? First service, Google Cloud Storage. How do we work with the Google Cloud Storage? What is bucket? How do we create a bucket and everything? How do we work with the Cloud Shell and Cloud SDK with help of the, and you have an assignments. What is Cloud SQL? Connecting it to the Cloud SQL, right? And database migration project. We are going to cover the database migration project. Right, so phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, a database end-to-end migration project we are covering. So this is what it is. From an on-premises MySQL database to the Cloud SQL MySQL database migration project we are covering here in the Cloud SQL. And after that, you have an assignments again. Every topic will be having an assignments for you to focus on it so that you will be aligned on the each topic. And the next one is BigQuery. What is BigQuery? BigQuery's architecture, BigQuery's limitations, BigQuery data types. Working with the BigQuery, architecture of the BigQuery, different ways of creating the tables in the BigQuery. So you have everything here. If one wanted to practice it, you have the data sets here. What is advanced topics in the BigQuery? What is partitioning? What is clustering? What is native table? What is external table? And how do we work with an arrays? This is one of the advanced topics in the BigQuery. How do we work with the different varieties of the JSON data? Simple JSON data, string JSON data, JSON schema, list of JSON data, arrays, and all of those things we are going to cover here. Nested and repeated fields in the BigQuery advanced topic. Assignments for you to practice. Case study 1. Nothing but a project only. Analysis project, we usually call it as a case studies. Analysis project end to end. You see here all the SQL codes are also here. Analysis based on the tempo analysis also we are doing it. Case study 2, a social media case study for your assignment purpose. And different views in the BigQuery. So this is where BigQuery is getting ended. BigQuery, what is logical view, what is materialized view, what is authorized view. Again, this is what it is. The next topic is Python. So here we are going to learn about the Python crash course, guys. So what are the topics in the Python we are covering? Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4. Data types, data structures, Python programming concepts such as if-else, for loops, while loops, exceptional handling, file input, output, operations, functions, and classes. Very much important for the data engineers. Python installation, Python notebook for your practice. This is Jupyter notebook. If you actually open it, right? So you have everything here. What is Python? What we are going to cover here? Basic functions, right? So what is string? Everything is already created for you guys for your practice. We are going to cover each and every aspect. It even more also we are going to cover you for your practice, right? So this is something. And you have a practice questions and assignments here. And next thing is that Python, what's after the Python, we are going to worry about data proc. So before learning about the data proc, what is the era before the Hadoop and Spark? What is Hadoop? How the Hadoop came into the picture? How the Hadoop arrival? Spark emergence. Before that, how people were working? What are the challenges? What is the difference between the Hadoop and Apache Spark? What is data proc? What is data proc? How it is different from the traditional Hadoop and Spark? What are the advantages that you are going to get it? And how do we create a cluster in the data proc? What is a single node cluster, multi-node cluster, standard cluster, data pipeline creations, all of these things. What is data frame? How do we create a data frame? So here we are going to learn about the PySpark, guys. Okay. So transformation, all the PySpark transformations we are going to cover. An end-to-end PySpark we are covering here. Spark and PySpark, as I told you, right? What is Spark and what is PySpark? Creating a cluster. Lab sessions, right? So you see here, guys, these are all notebooks only. If you click on it, that gets a notebook downloaded for you and you can open it like this. Everything is a notebook. Look at here, transformations. Everything is a notebook, you can see. We are going to learn about all of these things in a very detail. So this is about a PySpark. Sample data sets for your practice. This is where the case study is nothing but a project. Okay, don't think that's what is a case study. Case study is nothing but a project. A real-time requirement we take. Look at here. So this case study, you can even put in your resume, say that I have worked on this project. Okay, so you can see here it's a real-world case study from a company only. Okay, it is a real-world case study which I have worked for one of the company only. See here. So this is something that I'm going to show you. Okay, so case study PPT, case study sample data, case study code is also available. We are going to, I will update the code again later. So the end-to-end architecture for that case study. CSV to GCS, data proc, BigQuery, BI, PySpark. Case study 2. This is a healthcare case study which is very useful if one wanted to enter into the healthcare domain also. Right, so here we are going to see the standards or whatever the code that we are covering here, that is nothing but a production ready code. Industry standard code we are covering. You can see here what is the object, data source, data validation, data transformation, data architecture, logging and monitoring, error handling, and output. So you will be having all the things. Okay, so creating a pipeline is easy, but creating an industry standard pipelines are difficult, which we are going to cover here in our sessions. We are going to replicate the real world with the data generators also. Right, we are going to do the logging, error handling, exceptional handling, and monitoring. Right, data validation techniques also we are going to add. And assignments for your practice: assignment 1, assignment 2, assignment 3. End-to-end batch pipeline. This is one of the machine learning batch pipeline which we are going to cover. Okay, so however, if one wanted to, a machine learning engineer wanted to work on a data, and how do you provide the data to them? So for that one, this is a, if a machine learning team is there, so according to their requirement, how do you provide the data? This is an end-to-end batch pipeline, guys. You have the code here. I'll show you. And if one wanted to learn more about the Spark, you have it here. Then that is data proc. After that, you have a data flow. What is data flow? How it is different from the data proc, right? What is data flow and how it is different from the data proc, you have to understand, right? And after that, what is Apache Beam? What is this one? What is P collections? What is P transform? All of these things that we are going to cover here. Okay, and after that, create a workbench for the practice. Right, you can see the lab sessions, sample data sets, use case one, assignment one, template method of creating the pipelines, end-to-end streaming pipeline also is there. End-to-end streaming pipeline is also is there. So that is it. And what is PubSub for the streaming data pipelines? How it work? What is an architecture of the PubSub? Airflow. What is Airflow? What is workflow orchestration tool? Airflow architecture. What is a DAG? How do we create a DAG? Cron job format for the DAG. Creating a Airflow environment. Level 1 DAG, level 2 DAG, level 3 DAG, level 4 DAG. Nothing but all are these things, nothing but a project only. I just wanted to mention the names. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. It's a, you can think of a basic to the advanced DAGs we are going to cover. And level 5 is assignment for you also is covered here, guys. Kafka is similar to the PubSub. Okay, Kafka is similar to the PubSub. PubSub or Kafka, anything if you learn, that is well and good. And data fusion. What is data fusion? An end-to-end pipeline in the data fusion. An end-to-end pipeline in the data fusion. Cloud functions. What is cloud function? How we can create cloud functions? A use case one for the cloud function and use case two, an assignment for you. And then data warehousing, basic data warehousing concepts also. What is data warehouse? What are their concepts? And what is the different types of a schema? And basics, because you need to have a basics on the data warehousing also. Right? All of these things that we are covering, guys. So this is all about the course content for the GCP. Once the GCP course content is completed, we are going to enter into the one more notebook that is called as a Azure notebook. Now we will enter into the Azure. Again, back to the Azure Cloud Platform. What is Azure Cloud Platform? Benefits of using the Azure Cloud Platform. Azure Cloud Platform terminology, resource group, management group, subscription, resource, and difference between them. Because you come from another cloud, you need to understand the terminology because it is pretty much similar. You can able to correlate most of the things and important links for you. Creating a free tier account in the GC, Azure. Here a video for that. What is ADLS? Types of ADLS, core components of the ADLS. How do we create a bucket in the ADLS container? What is SQL DB? And how do we create a SQL DB here? What is data factory? This is very much important. What is Azure Data Factory? Core components, features, and end-to-end components. You can able to see the architecture for the end-to-end architecture also. And how do we create a ADF account? ADF, what we call it as a service. Pipeline creation end-to-end. What are linked services? What are data sets, copy activities, lookup activities, if condition, for each, get metadata activities, REST APIs, and incremental end-to-end pipeline with a high watermark. Incremental pipeline we are going to create here. So you can see incremental pipeline. So this is what is an incremental pipeline we are covering. Okay, so you have everything here. So the notes are streamlined in such a way that it makes your job even more easier with the screenshots also you can see. Copy activities. Everything is a properly documented, guys, for your practice and easiness. Okay, then we enter into the Databricks. What is Databricks and why Databricks first? How Databricks? What is difference between the data warehouse, data lake, and data lakehouse architecture? Data lakehouse platform. What is Spark? What is DBFS? And how do we set up a Databricks workspace? If you wanted to set up it on the Google Cloud platform, or if you wanted to set up it on the Azure Cloud platform, you can do that. Sir, I think I might have told you that I am a consultant in Databricks. I'm also a developer at Databricks, guys. Few of the things that we are developing in the Databricks is related to the UC. Most of the clients for the Databricks, I am also a mentor for that. Okay, so I comes from the Databricks only. You are in a good hands if one wanted to learn the Databricks end to end. And this is how we set up the Databricks
Sir,
high level architecture, admin, what is account admin, what is account console, and workspace admin. And the repository, we have a dedicated repository for this one for all the notebooks. Unity catalog. What is Unity catalog? What is HMS, Hive Metastore? What is the difference between them? What are the challenges of the HMS and how the Unity catalog is improving that? And how we can able to utilize the Unity catalog, right? So such things. What are the clusters, different types of clusters, cluster modes, and all of these things. Notebooks. What is the advantage of the notebooks and everything here? So you have everything notebook or also you are able to see it, right? So there's a notebook attached. We are going to cover all of these things. DB utility commands, the commonly used DB utility commands. What is Delta Lake? What is Delta Lake tables and what are the advanced features of the Delta Lake, which is very, very important concept. Data set creations for your practice. Structured streaming, if one wanted to create a streaming pipeline, structured streaming with all the things. Auto loader, which is a common concept in the Databricks, we need to cover. That is again Databricks, we are going to cover auto loader for a ingestion utility, file based ingestion. Medallion architecture, what is this medallion architecture? How we can able to create the pipeline. And end-to-end workflow we are going to create here, guys. An end-to-end workflow. See, end-to-end workflow, you have here all the notebooks and everything here for the database. And end-to-end workflow is this one. So because you have everything in the this repository, guys. So if you can go to this repository, you will be able to see here sample data for you, session wise nodes, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 clusters, notebooks, dbfs, data frames and operations, delta table, structure streaming, auto loader, databricks, etl workflow end to end. So this is all the notebooks again we are going to create. So this all the things we are going to cover, guys. So this is to let you know. So this is all about the Azure also. Azure Cloud Basics, ADLS, SQL DB, Data Factory, and Databricks. Right? In addition to this one, if one wanted to go for the interview, you have a resume templates attached. So once you enroll for the course, you will be provided access to the notes, guys. You have everything in the notes only. Even most of the people told me, guys, sir, whenever I go for an interview, even after 3 to 5 years of experience, also, I still go to the notes of yours and I get a recap of everything. So you have everything in the notes for your whenever you go for an interview. If one wanted to prepare a resume templates, sir, I'm struggling to tell my interview introduction. Some people struggle to tell you, sir, what I have to tell in an interview introduction. So this is what you have to tell. Sir, how can I explain my project? This is what you have to explain in the project. Sir, what is the architecture of the project? This is what is an architecture. Sir, what is a project to architect information? What you have to tell and architecture here. So all of these things you are going to get it. Okay, and in addition to this one, so resume templates, interview introduction, data engineering theoretical questions, service wise, tool wise, data engineering theoretical questions here, all the topic wise theoretical questions. Sir, coding questions, SQL based coding questions, these are the questions directly from the interview wise. Okay, not copied from anywhere. Plenty of the people have already told us, shared this kind of interview questions. You have it here. You see plenty of the coding, SQL coding questions. And Python questions also. Sir, you have a Python also. What is list, tuple, dictionary, difference between them? So you have a Python coding questions also. Plenty of them are there for your practice only. PySpark questions. Certifications, or someone wanted to go for a certification, you have a certification dumps also, you have it here. Okay, so this is what is an end-to-end notes that I'm going to cover. You have case studies, you have projects, you have assignments, you have notes, you have resume templates, you have interview questions, you have an interview introduction project explanations, you have a coding questions and certification dumps also. I'm telling you guys, this is an entire package. It is an entire package. I hope no one has I mean, I don't think so. Someone teaching both the clouds. So this is the almost third to fourth batch which we are doing it. In our previous batches also, we are almost have 40 plus members enrolled for the course. Okay,
సార్
so
మనకి ఇది
40 plus members
ఆఫ్లైన్
only.
ఆన్లైన్ ఉంటుందా సార్?
Sorry.
మనకు ఆఫ్లైన్ ఆన్లైన్ రెండు ఉంటాయి సార్.
So no guys. So this is only for the online. This is an online course. Okay. So I'm going to tell you another course details so that now you get understanding. Finally, the course details. Course curriculum we covered. Now the course details. Sir, this is a course for 3 months. Not this one, I guess. Yeah. This is actually 3 months, guys. Not 2.5 months. It is taking 3 months now because we added plenty of the new things also. You can see here, guys. So it is taking 50 plus hours, 3 months. Timings daily 1 hour, Monday to Friday, Saturday and Sunday is for the assignments. Daily 1 hour, sometimes it will take 1 hour, 1 hour 15, 20 minutes also. Okay, but as usual, it is daily 1 hour, Monday to Friday. Online live sessions, delivery mode is online live sessions only. The language is English only, guys. Okay, yeah. Add-ons, video recordings are provided on a daily basis. You don't need to worry about it. Video recordings, the material, a comprehensive material, just now I have told you that is provided to you. Assignments, real-time projects and case studies, interview questions, certification dumps, resume assistance. Our team is going to help you with a resume, guys. Management team is there. They are going to help you with a resume. And if you struck in some topic also, they'll try to help you on that. Don't worry about it. We have a dedicated management team who will help you all the time. For the current batch also, one of the, currently today I'm coming to the demo session. Right now they are taking a, some kind of a resume kind of help because we came to an end for the current batch. Right, so 2 or 3 sessions are there. So every time whenever you face an issues with the recordings or notes or anything, I need an help in the resume assistance or interview questions, or at any time if you wanted to speak with me on a personal, you can always contact the management team and they will help you to connect with me all the time. We are here to help you because you are paying the money. So this is an investment for you, right? So the moment you are putting an investment, so take care. Everything you have to take from me and learn everything within the 3 months only. And there's a group created. If you have any issues, they are going to take care of it also, even after the course as well. So that is it. And the prerequisite, some people will be asking me, sir, what is the prerequisite for the course? So SQL is the prerequisite, and for that one also, you don't need to worry about it. Sorry, why this went? Yeah, prerequisite is the SQL, guys. And for that one also, sir, where I can learn the SQL, don't worry, our team will help you on that also. Okay, other than that, everything which I've just shown you, I am going to talk with you, sit with you, discuss with you, and we are going to have a live sessions every day. At any time, if you have any question, by the end of the session also it is covered. Okay, so that is also. And we can also have a doubt clearing sessions. Maybe every month, twice or thrice, we can have a Saturday or Sunday. We can sit for that if you have any questions, because most of the questions are clarified in the note classes itself. Target audience for the course, whoever is looking for who wanted to go for a data engineer or data analyst or scientist, software engineer, database developer, anyone. If I have to talk about it, anyone, if you think that you are stuck in the career, sir, I do not know, my package is, I am having a 3 years of experience, but my package is 3 or 4 or 5 only, or my package is 6 7 only. Sir, I wanted to get 100% hike. I wanted to get, some people get 200% hike. It is possible, guys. I'm telling you. Sir, I am stuck in some area, whether it is a production or mechanical background or any background you are, if you wanted to enter into the cloud, this is a very simple course. Getting the job with the course becomes very, very simple because we are not covering one aspect. We are covering whole and soul from the basic to the advanced, right? Basic to the advanced we are covering, right? So that is something you can see. So this is it, guys. If anyone have any
What?
questions, please raise your hand. I'll go one by one. Please stick to it. Let us raise the hands. Yes,
Sir,
Patil.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I have doubt regarding once the course is completed.
Uh-huh.
So how should we have to approach for placements and you know?
So for a placement or a resume assistance or interview assistance, you can always because see, when you are enrolling for the course, you are enrolling, there gets a management team always connected to you, and whoever is your enrollment candidate, right, you can always ping them. That means nothing but he is your admin from now on. You can always ping him for any doubts, you can always ask him for any help, you can always ask him. If needs an extra session also, we can have it. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Sir,
Yeah.
what is AC and PD certifications?
These are the certifications in the Google Cloud Platform and Azure Cloud Platform. If someone wanted to do it, right, so they can also do it with the course. Yeah.
So this course is including in this course, or we have to
No,
take
concepts
externally?
are covered here. These certifications you have to do it from. These are external certifications directly coming from the Google. Okay, you have to write an exam and you have to get it. So for those people
Okay.
who are planning for the certification, also this is a best course. That's what we say. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, AC and PD, how much we have to pay for that certification?
If you wanted to enroll for that course in the Google, it is almost 8,000 to 10,000 is there for certification, guys.
Okay, fine, sir. And PD, sir?
PD is also 8,000 to 10,000 will be there. Both. Yeah.
Okay. Sir, actually, I am targeting Azure Cloud, basically.
Yeah, we are covering that also, right? Yes.
Okay, sir.
See. Don't worry about it. This is a multi-cloud course, guys. You can think of like that. Multi-cloud course. Okay. Yeah. Yes, D Patil. You have any question? Patil.
Yes. So first of all, I want to ask you a question regarding data streaming. So Apache Kafka is the currently using. So as you said, PubSub is the another tool.
Yes.
So it is basically it is same, or is there any
It's
difference
the
in
same. It's the
Apache
same. See, when you are working in a Google
functionality
Cloud
wise?
platform, right? When you are working in a Google Cloud platform, you need a Google Cloud tool for the streaming, right? So that is PubSub. See, PubSub is
Okay,
commonly used nowadays. Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
second, and what will be the timing for
The
it is
course
in the
timing is
morning or
same,
in
guys. Every day at 8 to 9, the same timing.
morning?
No, evening.
In
However, we
in the
have the session,
evening.
right? Yeah, the same
Okay,
timings. Yeah, 8 to 9.
okay. Third question I want to ask, as I am working professional, having more than 1 year of experience in the data engineering. As right now I'm working as a data engineer.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so I want to so if I have to switch from my current organization to another organization, any placement support or any tie-ups which you have with other companies like this one?
No, we do not have any, companies, right? But the thing is that whenever there is an opportunity, wherever there is an opportunity, you will be intimated,
Okay,
right? Okay.
okay.
And one thing you
So
have to understand, persons or the manpower for the GCP is very less. Getting the job for the GCP data engineer is very simple comparatively. So you don't even know no need to ask for anyone for the referral also. The moment you put your resume in the Naukri, you get calls. Okay, so that's how
okay, and
the demand for the GCP data engineer. Yes.
if there is any vacancy, so there is an intimation or
You
from
will be
HR
having a
side.
group. Yes, you will be having a group. In
Okay,
the group, they are going to be provided all the
okay.
details.
So
Yes.
okay, fine,
Yes.
fine. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, there's a
And
group
yeah,
within
as
the
your
group.
session is more, informative, and I'm getting a lot of clarity through this one. So thanks
Thank you.
for it.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Patil. Thank you for that feedback. Yeah. Yes. Dikshit, please. You have any question? Yeah.
Yes, sir. I have one question that
Uh-huh.
is it possible for a fresher to get a job as a data engineer?
Of course, right? So there are junior data engineers. See, even where I'm working I'm leading a team of 4 members. Out of 4 members, 3 members are the junior data engineers who is having almost 6 to 7 months of experience only. That means they have joined recently, right? Of course, why not? We are
Okay.
working on it. Azure Databricks. My junior data engineers, I'm going to help them and get the work done with them only. And they are having almost one guy is 7 months, one guy is 1.2, and something like that. See, there are for junior data engineer. Data engineering is mainly for data engineer is mainly for the juniors only, right? Freshers and juniors. When you go for a DevOps, that is not for the juniors. That is for the experience. Data engineering is for both. Junior data engineer will be there, senior data engineer will also be there. Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yep. Um, and this is a this seems like this is a laptop name or something. Yoga Slim 7i Ultra. Not sure.
Hi, Mangesh this
Please.
side. Might
Yes,
be
please.
me. Okay. Hi, sir. Actually, I have
Mhm.
working in the Oracle DBA last 12 years.
Okay.
If I do this is GCP certification,
Huh.
it's will be the cloud with benefit, yes.
Of
But
course.
when I go to the interview, right?
Uh-huh.
What experience I will do? I have the 12-year
This is a very
experience.
good question. That is a very good question, right? See, I am going to tell you guys, this is a very good question, right? See, I am going to streamline the process for you. Sir, I have 2 years of experience. Sir, I have 3 years of experience. Sir, I have 5 years of experience. Sir, I have 7 years of experience. I'm telling all the categories, right? 9 years of experience. Sir, 12 years of experience. In my previous course, people are having 15 years also. Don't worry about 12 or 11 also. 15 years of experience. So this is how. So if you are having a 2 years of experience, sir, what I have to do? You say that last 2 years I worked on the GCP only. You have to prepare your last 2 years worked on the GCP only, or GCP or Azure. You put it and you create your resume in such a way that and you go for the interview. So this is what you have to do. Sir, if you are having 2 years, you prepare your last 2 years. I worked on the GCP or Azure, or 1 year on GCP, 1 year on Azure. You create your resume in such a way that and you go for the interview for the 2 years. For the same 3 years also, you can put last 2 years and the same thing for the 3 years also. Sir, what happens to the 1 year, sir? Last 2 years is fine, sir. For I have a 3 years. What I have to do? Whatever you are doing currently, you tell that 1 year I have done this one, but last 2 years I worked on this one. For example, you are a Oracle DBA for 3 years. 1 year I was working in a Oracle DBA, but last 2 years I'm working on the GCP or Azure, and this is my resume. I came for the interview. Okay, what about the 5 years of experience? For 5 years, 2.5 years you have to put as a GCP or Azure and you create your resume. Rest of the experience is your current experience. For example, I am a testing engineer. I used to work on a testing engineer for 2.5 years, but last 2.5 years I got a job in the GCP or Azure. I'm currently working in the GCP or Azure platforms. For 7 years, you have to create your resume for the 2.5 again same. And for the 9 years, 3 years, 12 years, 3 years, 15 plus 3.5. This is what is the trend. And I'm not telling you to use this one only. However, you are comfortable, you can put it. Okay? You prepare
Okay.
your resume, you go for an interview. Until 3.5 years of experience, how do you get a real-time knowledge? We are going to cover in the course. Don't worry about that. That's on me. You can trust me on that.
But
Okay?
it is given all the practical. For example, three
Of
year
course.
means practical question
All the
types.
practical knowledge, practical assignments. Having said that, I am covering an end-to-end pipeline. I give an assignment to you, you crack it, you create it. That
Because
takes 1 day or 2 day or 3 days. That's how what happens in the companies also, right?
yeah, right. And in the
So that
live,
can
there is a number of scenarios, right? Number of
correct.
challenges, number of errors. Those
Huh.
for few scenario like that, 100 of the
Correct.
scenario. So we can cover like 50 or something like that in the course.
Many things we are covering. You will also be
Yeah.
seeing many things we are going to cover and many case studies, use cases for each and every service, each and every pipeline. A different one is for the healthcare, one is for the finance, one is for the music platform, one is for the e-commerce platform. We take a lot of things. Okay.
Right. And in your course, you say Azure plus GCP. Your
Correct.
dual course, you are covering this course, or if I want to only join GCP only.
No. So this
Uh,
course is for both. Okay.
both.
This course
Okay.
is handling for both. So now you have a idea, right? So now
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have 11 or 12 years of experience. You can plan in such a way that, sir, assume that this is your experience.
Mm.
So you say, I worked on 2 years on the Azure, or 1 year on the Azure, or 1.5 on the Azure, and after that I am from the last 3 years I'm working on the GCP. So this is a course, that is what we are actually planning in the course. So
Okay.
we want that even though you are basic, you are a junior or you are a senior, or even you are very much a senior also, we are planning in such a way that anyone can able to accommodate and cover their experience with this course. Okay.
Mhm. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's the
Thank you.
idea. Okay. Yes, Priyanka, you have any question?
Uh, so, my question is like, what is the course name of this Azure? Like DP204 or
Oh,
what?
that's a certification you mean to say, right? That's a certification. Don't worry about the certifications. There are plenty of certifications you can do it. See, getting
Basic
the
to advanced you will cover, right?
basic to advanced for 4 services which we mentioned, those are common every time. Those are common for every project. ADF, Azure, ADLS, Databricks, ADLS, these are common for every project. Okay? Yep.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
And I have, I mean, 3 year of experience in ICICI Bank, and then I switched to this IT industry for two
Okay.
years.
Okay.
So how I will manage?
You can, right? So you have 1 year on this one, 2 years on this one. You say 1 year I have worked on the GCP, or 2 years worked on the Azure, and 1 year on this one or that one, right? So you can manage. That's very simple. 3 years is how very simple, right? You can see here. You
No,
can
sir,
say,
5 years.
total 5 years. You comes under this slab. So you have a flexibility here. Sir, I worked on. You can say I have worked on 1 year on the Azure. In the interview, you will be saying like this. So earlier I used to work on, what is your current technology that you are working on?
Azure.
Azure, right? So you say I worked on Azure almost 2 years or 2.5 years, and from last 2 years also I'm working on the Azure also. Or first 2.5 years I worked on the GCP, and from the last 2 years I'm working on the Azure, right? So all the concepts are covered. Even though they are asking the GCP, you are good. You can also go for a GCP roles. You can also go for a Azure roles, and you get a very good demand. You can plan it easily that way. Okay. So that's how people plan it, and people crack a lot of opportunities. One of the guy took almost 6 offer letters also. Okay, with the course.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, it's easy. Don't worry about that. You can trust me on that, guys.
Okay,
Yes.
sir. Actually,
Hi.
it was non-tech background. That's why I'm asking.
No, no, no. That's not a problem at all. See, people coming from the pharmacy, people coming from the production, mechanical, they are
Sir,
able
I'm a
to.
mechanical engineer. Hello, hello, sir.
Sorry, sorry.
Sir, I'm a mechanical engineer, sir. I have a 2 years
See,
of experience.
that's what. See, this is what I'm telling you guys. People comes from the mechanical. They put effort. They put effort. They learn it. They crack the interview. See, you need a proper mentor. You need a proper curriculum. You need a proper trainer. Everything is possible because IT is something like that. If one is having a knowledge, they'll recruit you. They don't worry about whether you are coming from this department or that department. You just tell them, right? So I have a 2 years, but I worked on this one, but I'm entering into this one, right? So that's how you plan it. So this is for all that streams. Wherever you are coming from, the course is for you guys. I'm telling you, almost somewhere around 170 or 180. I don't remember the actual number. That many people we got to know that they are placed. Okay, that many people from my course. Okay, yeah.
Hi, I have a question actually. It's related
Yes.
to the course content because I
Yes.
am into this data engineering field since 7 years and I'm in very deep to the Google Cloud.
Okay.
Only the missing part in my resume is the data flow, which is something I thought of learning. So, question to you is actually how deep you are going to the data flow, or maybe how many sessions you are taking, in which language you are
See, the
taking.
language is Python. And if you know about the data flow, do you know about the windowing also, right?
Pardon?
Windowing technique in the data flow.
No, I don't know much
You
on
do
data
not
flow
know
actually.
it, but
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you actually learn,
Windowing I
you
know.
have
I understand the sliding window and all these, right?
that's an advanced topic in the data flow.
Yeah, yeah. I have
I'll
idea.
go until there. That is what is my idea. See, my way to tell you the answer is that windowing is one of the advanced topic in the data flow. I go until there. Okay.
And
So that
possibly
means
how many classes you are going to take on
data
data?
flow is somewhere around 8 to 10 hours.
8 to 10 hours. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Javed, you have any question, please?
Yeah, I have sent you in the message. So, what is
Yeah.
the major difference between data engineer GCP cloud and engineer and Azure cloud engineer? Are they both same
The
or
cloud
they
engineers
both
when
have
we look
different
at, right? So
roles?
the cloud engineers more of a developers or a platform engineers. You can think of like that. So cloud engineers, they are not comes under your data engineering activity or application development. They don't be a part of it. So they're not developers. So cloud engineer more of a infrastructure, cloud activities they are going to take care of it, networking,
So, both the roles are different.
Huh. But for the data engineering is something you totally work on the data activities. Okay. And one more is DevOps engineer. A DevOps engineers who one takes up the infrastructure activities totally, creating an end-to-end resources, deploying them, CI/CD pipeline creation.
Shekhar,
Yeah.
Shekhar, call sir. Hello, Shekhar.
Hello.
Am I
Hello.
audible?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I
Okay.
said, did you mean that roles will be different for this one, data engineer and
No, 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 no. For us, the roles are this one, guys. Don't worry about it. So you can go for the big data engineer. This is one role for you. Wherever it is big data, you are GCP data engineer. You can go for this role. Azure data engineer. You can go for this role. Okay, Azure data engineer, GCP data engineer, and GCP. Somewhere if you see GCP big data, that is also you can go for Azure big data. That is also you can go for. These are all roles only. People, some companies call it differently. Okay, so these are
yeah,
all
that's
different.
correct. But I want to know that whether it's a development side.
It's a developer role. So all this is a developer. So that's the reason there's a trend, guys. For a developers only, there's a lot of hike. So you come under a development. Okay, this is a development team. You will be a part of development team. Okay, you do not comes under the support or nothing. So developers only. That's the reason you have a plenty of opportunities, right? So that's the reason. See, one of the guy who is having 3.2 years of experience got 6 offer letters. His package was somewhere around 7 LPA. Now he's getting 24 LPA.
Okay,
See
you
that
mean to
change.
say that cloud engineer will be cloud GCP engineer will be infrastructure engineer
No,
and
no, no, no.
GCP data
See,
engineer will be developer.
no, no, no. Look at here. GCP, there is no GCP engineer, GCP data engineer.
Yeah,
Wherever
yeah,
I
that's
said,
what GCP
yes,
data engineer and is
yes.
for developer. GCP cloud engineer will be for infrastructure. You mean to say
Perfect. Correct. Correct. Perfect.
both are
Yes.
different roles.
Both are different roles. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You can also, when you are looking for a job, right, look at the job description. See, companies are tricky, right? People mindset are tricky. So some people say this one or that one, but whenever you have any job opportunity, look at the description, you'll get to know. Okay.
Why? Because for this course, it's look like cloud engineer,
No,
Azure
no, no.
cloud
This is
and
not cloud engineer.
GCP
This
cloud.
course
It's
is a
going on.
data engineering. Everything is data we are going to cover. PySpark, SQL, all of these things. Development, Apache, Airflow, data flow, data prop, everything is data, guys. Nothing
Why?
is there
Because
on
in
top.
Learnomate app, it was showing like cloud GCP
Haha,
data
basics.
engineering.
See, you need some basics, right? See,
Okay.
you need some basics. So you start with the cloud basics. We don't go into much deeper. So you talk about the basics here. So why we need the difference. So you need to understand that. See, if I wanted to work in the Google Cloud, I need to know how I can able to operate it, right? So GCP interfaces I will learn, right? GCP zones I will learn. What is IAM I will learn. See, if you go for a GCP data engineer, they will ask you how are you guys are managing the access control. Do you know about IAM? How do you what is role? Such kind of a questions they are asking, guys. I'm telling you. Okay, you must know all of these things. Otherwise, there's a big problem. Okay, I don't
Okay,
wanted to
then
just
this cloud will be like creamy on the this one data
Huh, this is
engineer,
your
right?
platform. Cloud is your platform.
Yes.
On top of it, you are going to do the data engineering activities.
Okay. Okay.
This some
Got it.
of these things, right? Whatever I'm telling you, this module one, module two. This cloud base is hardly takes 6 days. Okay, 6 hours. because we are not going to become a cloud engineer, right? We wanted to become data engineer. You need to have the basics for that one. Yes.
Okay, this is different for from data engineering, core big data and all, right?
This is the big data engineer, right? Again, you are confusing. See, the
Okay.
course is a big data engineering. The course is DTP data engineering, Azure data engineering, GCP big data, Azure big data. This is the course that we are covering.
Okay,
This
you
is
are
what.
covering big data also in this one. Okay, okay.
See, everything is big data now. There is no data. Everything is big data. Okay. Some people say data engineer, but that's you are going to work on the big data only. Okay.
Oh,
So either it is data or big data, both are same nowadays. What is
okay, thank you
difference?
again.
If I have a small data, I call it as a just data. If I have a lot of data, I just call it as a big data. But every day it is a huge data. So you can call it as a big data engineer. Yeah.
Naming conversation they are making it.
The people come up with a different terminology and confuse like us,
But
right?
it's
They just confuse us like
it's
this.
controlled only cloud. That's it.
Correct. Yes, Sumit, I see your question. I'll answer your question. I have around 15 years of total experience with 2 years in the Python automation engineer. What role I can expect for my experience? See, you can be my role. You can be come to my assistant solution architect role. Okay, assistant solution architect. If you wanted to become an assistant solution architect, you need to have a development skills. Then only you can manage your team, right? So technical manager or solution architect you can become, right, with this course. Yes.
Oh, actually, I mean, I'm checking with my colleagues in the company who are part of this data engineer roles.
Okay.
So Kafka is like, booming actually. So any plans to cover Kafka?
See, I can tell you one session what is this Kafka and how it looks like. See, if when I'm telling you about the PubSub, for sure I'll talk about the Kafka also because people come from the Kafka and they talk about it. But it is one just company, right? When you're in your company, Kafka may be famous, but in another company, the PubSub may be famous. Okay, but for sure I'm going to talk about the Kafka while I'm talking about the PubSub also. I'll tell you the difference and I'll tell you how it works and how different tools are going to work for the same use case. I'll tell you for sure. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. And yes, Preeti. Sir, in coming years, which domain will have more opportunity? DevOps or data engineering? I'm telling you guys, in a one project, one DevOps engineer will be there. In a one project, 5 to 7 data engineers will be there. Tell me which role you will go for. In a one, in one more thing, a one DevOps engineer may be working in multiple projects also. That means one DevOps engineer will be taking care of 3 to 4 projects also. In my company, there's a DevOps engineer who is working for 2 projects. That means one DevOps engineer working in 2 projects. In that 2 projects, there are almost 10 plus data engineers are there. So that's how the team. So you only think about it, which role you wanted to go for. Okay, so that is how. Okay.
Is there no offline course in the Pune?
So this course is more of an online, guys, because see, even I come on offline also, we have to sit in front of the Google Cloud platform in the laptop only. We have to do all the things in the laptop only. So nothing makes any difference. Everything is same. Even I'm sitting in front of you for an offline, or even I'm sitting in front in my room and online, both are same because we are working in the Google Cloud platform only. I have to share my screen. I have to show you everything every day because my way of teaching, I think I might not have told you guys, my way of teaching is this one, that 20% and 20 to 80 model I follow. 20 to 80 model. 20% is theoretical. Okay, theoretical. 80% I wanted to go for labs. Okay, people learn hands, and when they put their hands dirty, then only they will learn it. Okay, so that's the reason. Plenty of the things, most of the 80% of the courses, practicals, labs only. Theoretical is 20%, just to make you understand. So you learn a lot from the hands-on instead of theory if I talk about it. Okay, yep. Okay, any other questions, anyone, please?
So what is the
Hello.
percentage of coding in this data engineer role?
So it is a medium, guys. So you need to have a medium knowledge. SQL and Python. Don't worry about it. By the end of this course, you think you will automatically get the medium knowledge. You don't need to put an extra effort also. By the end of the course, automatically you are going to, if you are spending with next 3 months with me, by default you are going to get the SQL and Python medium knowledge. Don't worry about that. That's on me.
And so what
Yeah.
about
Sir,
PySpark?
PySpark also. See, when I say Python, it is nothing but PySpark and Apache Beam and Linux all. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
sir, can you take one lecture on Git?
Git, actually, that is a complimentary. I think I might not have shown you.
If
That's a
possible, can you just as a refresher, can you take it?
That's there, guys. But actually, so you can see here, I usually cover. So you have a complementary end-to-end pipeline, Terraform, and transformations. What is partitions and SQL versus
Okay.
spanner? Yes, I can take it. But these are complementary. At least at any one of these two topics, I usually cover it. But if you are asking, I can talk about a Git also. Yes.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Sure. So I'm adding that Git. People are asking for Git. So I'm gonna say Git to be covered. Okay. It is not more than 1 hour. Okay. It shouldn't take more than 1 hour. Yeah.
What about the fee? We need to discuss with the course or whom we
Sorry.
are
Sorry.
going. What about the fee structure? Means
Fees, everything, sir. I am about a technical things. Only technical things I'll take care of it. Fees
okay.
regarding enrollments, please connect with our admin team, management team. They will call you. So you have the sheet here. If you guys look at it in the chat box, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think Shruti, everyone is actually pinging their names, fill the forms, right? So look at and fill it properly. They will ping you. They will help you with the enrollments. They will help you with all the recordings, access, and everything. We have a dedicated portal like this one, guys. There's a dedicated portal for this one. So you will be, for example, you will be having a recordings like this. And content, when you go for a content, class recordings will be there. Class notes for Azure notebook will be there. GCP notebook. The moment you click on Azure notebook, the entire notebook opens online for you. So it is not PDF, it is not anything. You can see everything here. The same thing which I am able to see it. For example, data flow. So however I am saying it, you have everything here online. So everything is streamlined for you. So you have Azure notebook, GCP notebook, and if you need any other things also, you can ping me. Okay, you have a leaderboard if you wanted to get it out, and you have a when is the session, all of those details also you will be having it here. So this is how the entire portal you will be assigned with, and you will be getting the credentials also for this one. Okay.
So this recording will be remains with us for lifetime.
I think not sure totally about it. For sure, at least 1 year will be there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Um, Hi, sir. I have one question. I don't know. I raised my hand, but if you see it not, my name is Shehela. I'm from Yes Joe.
Shahila, yes,
Um,
please.
the question is like for any one-to-one like if I require any help during weekend, if I like, for example, if I have any issues in installing any tools or
Got it.
anything, if I don't understand, like how I can approach that.
See, for that one, right, Sheila, so you can connect with an admin team. They will always have, we can always have a conference call. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
during the weekend, sir, I stuck on this thing. You can put it in your group, one thing. People are able to help you. If they are not able to help you, ping the admin and they will connect with me and we can have a conference call. We can talk about it. So how can we fix it? Still not working out. We can in the session, sir, uh, 8 to 9, we have a session. After 9, I'm available. You can tell me. So what is the issue? You share your screen. You tell me. I'll try to fix it up for you. Okay.
So especially like, because we will work with lots of files and everything.
Correct.
So how I get the files and everything. So for that, I think I'll be
Sure,
needing
sure.
help.
No
So
worries. You
sure.
can you can always call. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Sure, sure. That's for everyone, guys. Not only for Shaila, that's for everyone. If you think that, sir, I'm got stuck, sir, I'm demotivated. Some people gets demotivated, right? So, sir, I'm demotivated. I would like to get some kind of a motivation. I couldn't able to understand one of the topics, sir. Can you give me some kind of a brief? You can always ping us, right? Yes. Yes, Gilson. Not sure how do we call, but Tiger Gilson, please. You have any question? I'm gonna ask you to unmute, please. Okay, I'm gonna go to the chart once if anyone have any questions. We will cover the pandas. Sir, pandas is nothing but a PySpark. Don't worry about it. Pandas is nothing but a PySpark. Yes. Okay. So NumPy we are not covering, guys. Okay, not much required in the data engineering. Okay. NumPy is not much required in the data engineering. Pandas is nothing but a PySpark. So both are same. Once if you learn pandas or if you learn PySpark, both are same. Yes. And timings of a regular batch, the timings is same everyone, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Kafka we will cover during the pub sub to give you some understanding. Sir, in the market, no job for data engineer, or do we have the jobs? How do we? No, don't worry about that. There's a plenty of data engineering opportunities. Today only, one of the guy actually called me, sir. I have an interview at 4 o'clock. Sir, can you tell me what concepts I have to cover? Today only. Okay, today only. One of the guys. See, there are plenty of the people having an interviews every day. Okay, yeah. And yes, any other questions? I'm looking at the chart. Please fill the attendance here, guys. Fill out your details in the attendance so that I'll admin have a proper track. If you are facing any issues, also they'll help you out. Okay. Yeah. Any questions, anyone, please?
Yeah, hello, sir.
Yes, Shiv Shankar.
Yeah, how can I access that portal, sir? Like you are showing like some, I mean, the recording session will be providing it. Yeah.
This, once you enroll for the course, they will give you the credentials, they will give you the link to access it. Okay. So,
Okay.
however, I am access, right? So, you can go for accessing the recordings, just you click on it here. If you click on it here, there's a link. So, you can click on this, there's a video opens. Okay. So, that's
Okay.
yeah.
I have
So,
one
you will get
question.
everything. Don't worry.
How
Yes.
how much course fees actually?
The course fees, please connect with our admin only. I think the course fees, I'm not totally sure about it. Please connect with an admin. They'll help you on the course details and enrollments, please. Okay, fill the forms out,
No, no,
please.
not course fees. Sorry, certificate fees.
Certification, see, certification course certification fees around $8,000 to the 10, sorry, 8,000 to the 10,000 rupees will be there.
Okay.
That's an external certification from the Google Cloud or Azure Cloud. Okay, you have to write the exam for that.
And it's only few items, right? Earlier I have 3 items in Oracle.
Huh.
It is also same like that in the
Same
certification.
items. Yes,
Okay.
yes, three only. Yes.
Okay, got it. Yeah, thank you.
And if three is completed, and again you have to wait for 6 months, again you can attempt it. That's not a problem at all. Yeah.
Hi, Gilson here.
Hi, Gilson. Yes, please.
Yes, sorry, I was having an issue to unmute my mic. I just
No
wanted to
problem.
find out, is this course suitable for beginners? Beginners to Python and
Of course.
databases.
Of course. See, there are people coming from all the way different from the some mechanical or production or a manufacturing plants. See, you already know some kind of a Python, right? This is for you guys. I'm telling you, we are going to cover from very basics. You are going to see it from the maybe from the next session onwards. You are going to see Sari is talking about a very basics. And the moment I talk about a very basics, step by step, I take you to the basic to the advanced level, so that by the end of the session, our mind will be on the automation. Okay, that's how we are thinking about how do we automate it by the end of the session. So that's our mindset. Okay. So that is what we're planning. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Any other questions, anyone?
Hello, sir.
Yes, please, Shiva.
So in this case, what I mean, course, like what are the certificate you have to like to attend, like GCP and Azure and
See, you can do any certification. It's see, for the certifications, if you're planning, I suggest you to go for associate cloud engineer. It's very easy to get. Okay, associate
Okay.
cloud engineer. And for a data engineer, professional data engineer, it is a little bit tricky. But what I have done is that if you go to the interview tab, if you go to the certification dumps, you have actually the dumps. People say out of 50 questions are 15 to 20 questions are repetitive, because that's what happens in the certification exams. It's not that so they just give a questions randomly, no one can able to answer it. Okay, they just
Okay.
wanted to give you some kind of a questions which are repetitive so that people are able to answer it. So these are the certification dumps. If you can double click on it, you can go and download it, and you can able to look at the questions and answers also. This will help you to crack the interviews, sorry, exams.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, guys, any other questions? Anyone, please? I hope you guys have learned something. I hope this is one of the informative session. You have learned something out of the session today. And if you guys have any questions, you can feel free to ask me. Or if you have any personal question about the, your course or a career, you can always ping the admin. Admin will always contact me. We can have a conference call also. Okay. So just take a decision properly. Any course you are taking it, just be clear on that, and you can able to, if you are clear, I'm telling you guys, even though if it is little bit 1 or 2 days delay also, you get a dream job. Okay, don't worry about it, sir, this is trending, that is trending. Just focus on what you wanted to learn. If the trainer or if the course is good, anything you can able to get the job, right? So just focus on it. Now tell me if anyone have any questions, we will see. Otherwise we can wind up the session for today. Anyone have any questions?
Sir, is there any weekend
Uh-huh.
class? Weekend class?
So no, we are actually not planning for a weekend batch because weekends are for the assignments. Okay, so you'll be having an assignments during the weekends. We have not planning for any weekend batch right now, but in the future, if we are planning, for sure, we'll let you know.
Okay, only evening time.
Yes, only 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. If you are not able to attend few sessions, you have the recordings also. That's not a problem at all, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, guys. Any other questions? Okay. Okay, guys. I hope I have given you a information which is useful for you to take a decision. Please connect with our admin. Do your enrollments. If you have any questions, also you can ping the admin, and we can have a conference call as well. Thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
one last question: where you are
Yes.
planning to start this course? Means
I think
tentative.
next 4 or 5 days we're planning it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, next 4 or 5 days. We just. I mean, it is. You can think of like it is started. This is your first class. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, guys. Thank you all. Have a great day. Bye bye. And if anyone is looking around your friends or your family, if they're looking for a data engineering course, please share across. Thank you, guys. We will meet in the next session.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, we can do that. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. Bye
So one
bye.
question. So one
Yes,
question, sir.
please. Yes, please.
Is the DSA is covered in this course?
No.
This is not.
No.
Okay.
No, data structures and algorithms not required for the data engineer at all to
Okay.
get a job, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you all. Have a great day. Bye bye. We will meet. And we are planning the session, guys. I think we have a festival season also, but maybe we will have a second session also. I think our admin will contact you and they'll tell you about the timelines. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, guys. I hope you guys have filled out the forms also. Okay. Thank you. Chalo, we will meet in the next session. Thank you,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.